Hello everyone, Irina Rozanova here with another video, how to build the trust. And this video is, as other previous videos, in order to develop 21st century skills. And with those who we covered the topic creative collaboration, you all know that one of the key elements for creative collaboration is trust. And while doing this research for this video, I stumbled upon Brené Brown's definition of trust. Brené Brown is an American professor, researcher who has studied shame, courage, including trust, vulnerability, for over 2 decades. So I highly recommend her videos and books. You will learn a lot and you will feel deep connection to the matters she's writing or speaking about. So her definition of trust, she called it anatomy of trust, was put together with that simple acronym, braving. Braving, why braving? Because you have to be brave or courageous in order to build the connection with other people. And in order to build the connection, you have to have all of those ingredients. So she came up with an acronym, braving. Acronym is the word that is formed from the first letters of other words. So each letter stands for the word. So let's begin with the B. B stands for boundaries. What does it mean? It means that I trust you when you're clear about your boundaries and hold them, and vice versa. You are clear about my boundaries and respect them. If there are no boundaries, there is no trust. The second letter R for reliability. R stands for reliability. So reliability means that you are going to do what you are saying you are going to do. And also it means that you know your limitations. It's actually deeper than that. And great example would be if you imagine that you met somebody you haven't seen for the long time, and it is easy to say, it was nice to catch up. I will call you next week so we can, have a lunch or have a dinner. So knowing your limitations means that if you know that you are busy, you are not gonna give promises that you cannot keep. You are honest. You speak the truth. So if you know that you're very busy, that you are not sure that you're gonna call that person 100%, just tell them it was nice to catch up. Bye. That's it. So that means reliability and knowing your limitations. The third letter stands for accountability. Accountability means that I can trust you only if you make a mistake, you own it, you apologize for it, and you make amends. Also, it means when I make a mistake, I am allowed to own it, to apologize for it, and make amends. That is accountability. The fourth letter in braving means vault. Vault is a new word. I have never used it, and when I looked it up, it's a chamber in the bank where valuables are kept, such as money and jewelries. But in terms of trust, vault means confidentiality. It means that whatever I have shared with you, you hold in confidence, and whatever you have shared with me, I hold in confidence. But this is only one side of the vault. Vault has another side, which is very tricky and very challenging. the other side of the vault is when you have shared something that is not for yours to share. It means my trust is diminished. That means we don't gossip. So we don't share information about somebody else that is not for us to share. So it's a very good saying by somebody I cannot remember. Let's talk about ideas instead of people. So I think that vault is a perfect example to prove it. The fifth one, I stands for integrity. So integrity is a very popular word, and in order to understand the integrity, I think it's simplest to say that integrity is something when you choose courage over comfort. That means if something is very difficult to do or say, you do it even if it's difficult. Second part of integrity is when you choose a right thing over fun, fast, or easy. Even if it's difficult, even if it's easy to walk away or say nothing, do the right thing. This is integrity. Even when nobody can see you, still do the right thing. And finally, I think integrity is summed up very well with the proverb, actions speak louder than words. When you actually practicing your values instead of professing, when you actually do the things that prove your integrity instead of just talking about them. Next word is N for non-judgment. It's another very deep ingredient of trust, which means that I can fall apart, I can be struggling, and I'm still not judged by you, and vice versa. You can fall apart, you can be struggling, and you're not going to be judged by me. But there is another, a little bit deeper meaning, asking for help. We all love being helpful. It's easier for us to help others, but there is no trust if we cannot ask for help from people we think or assume that we have a trusting relationship with. It is essential to encourage our friends, family members to learn asking for help. And last ingredient of trust is generosity. Generosity means that we have generous assumptions about others when we speak about things that bother us. For example, we all have been in the situations, I have been in the situation when I have sent a text and called somebody but haven't got the reply back, and when people haven't acknowledged the fact that I called them or sent them a text message even when we met. It means that I tell them that I called you and I'm thinking about the fact that you didn't reply, but while I'm doing this, I have generous assumptions about that person in my head. That means I know that person didn't mean anything bad, or they love me or respect me. So this is actually very, very important part of it. So that's it, all the 7 ingredients of trust. So you know that we are product of our environment. So if you want to be surrounded by trustworthy people, then and if you want to have a successful business or have a great business partners or healthy relationship, I encourage you to learn and practice trust. I encourage you to practice boundaries, reliability, accountability, vault, integrity, non-judgment, and generosity. So if you enjoyed or learned something from my video, please like, share, subscribe, so you will see and have an access to more of my videos. And I hope you don't sell yourself short and start practicing trust. Bye. Thank you for watching.